everyone! Welcome to our YouTube channel, where stories come alive, colors explode, and every frame is pure magic. Let's dive in!
Miss Williams was a teacher at a small primary school, and there were 30 small children in her class. Teaching so many young children was not always easy, but Miss Williams was patient and kind, and she enjoyed her work very much. The children were friendly, curious, and full of energy. And Miss Williams liked all of them, even when they were noisy or asked too many questions. However, there was one small problem that happened again and again. The children often lost their clothes. Hats disappeared, gloves were forgotten, and sometimes even coats were left behind. It was winter and the weather was very cold. So this worried Miss Williams. She decided she had to do something more. That afternoon, she created a colorful poster with a big, friendly snowman on it. In large, cheerful letters, it said, "Don't forget your warm hugs, your coats, hats, and gloves." She hoped the bright drawing would remind the children to check for their things before leaving. She hung it right by the door, where everyone would see it. Every morning, the children came into the classroom, laughing and talking. They took off their coats, hats, and gloves as soon as they arrived. They hung their coats and hats on hooks on the wall, and they carefully or sometimes not so carefully put their gloves into the pockets of their coats. After that, they ran to their desks and forgot all about their clothes. Last Tuesday evening, after the children had gone home and the classroom was quiet, Miss Williams was tidying up. She smiled as she passed her new poster by the door, hoping it would work. But just as she turned away, she noticed something on the floor right beneath it. She picked it up and saw that it was a pair of small blue gloves. She looked around the empty classroom and sighed, shaking her head with a small smile. Despite her best efforts, once again, someone had lost their gloves. The next morning, when all the children were sitting at their desks, Miss Williams held up the gloves and said kindly, "Whose gloves are these?" She waited, looking around the room, but no one answered. The children looked at the gloves, then at each other, but nobody said a word. Then Miss Williams looked at Nick. "Haven't you got blue gloves, Nick?" she asked him. "Yes, miss," he answered, "but those can't be mine. I've lost mine."